Gatewaterland main gate. So Ernesto Mano is still there. Lance is in cuffs, but he's probably pretending to be kidnapped. We have the Bad Badger from the True Killer. The girl supposedly to be arrested, taking the bait. The police are still here. Gumshoe, Long, and Sheena is still there, and we're in the middle with Kay, trying to figure out what to do. So, if I can't get the permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it! Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it! Okay, this is where I come in! Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are in the bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's... of course. We don't need to be at the crime scene, we just have to recreate it. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I drop off the ransom money. You may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Long. So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe, is there a copy of the haunted house blueprint among the police reference document? Yes, sir. We just got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. Okay. Presto! What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't expect the real location itself, the path to the true slumber is here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but I'm going to make you do all the hard work. Very well. I would like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. Eh? What was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was his silhouette. In that case, I'll guess I just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete. So now we have the silhouette at the end. Then I started walking towards the exit. That's when you were struck from behind, right? But judging by the length of the hall, it was impossible for that badger to arrive on time. Like, it happened so quick. It's like, for a minute it was at the end of the hallway, and the second is like, poof! Like he warped. Yes. But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. He was the badger.
Take that!
The doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, so he used the costume as a perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? Well, Lance?
What? What are you asking me for?
As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first.
I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money.
He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is it just another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me.
Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, and putting the new info now, Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger had a gun attached to his right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in his left hand. But that wouldn't make any sense because he's right-handed.
Now, to verify the facts of this recreation.
Begin investigation of the haunted house. Yeah, right now, I want to look at myself.
It's a replica of myself.
You were totally oblivious that that was behind you, huh?
Yes, I suppose I was also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vow to never be caught by surprise again.
Hey, sorry. I can talk to them. I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir! This space that I'm standing in, it's like out of some crazy dream!
Except that this isn't a dream. This is something Kay's gadget.
No, wait, this is exactly like a dream, sir! I've never been so impressed, it's a miracle!
Someone sure is easily impressed.
Yeah, I'm so glad you like it! Oh, so this is a product of your gadget? Now I wish I had one too. Well, once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit if you want. You do that for me, pal? Thanks! Alright, let's wrap this case up already!
It's times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Thanks for letting us use, little thief.
Long Shi says, reject not those who seek the truth. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing this for the truth.
Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same.
Can I talk to... Oh, I can talk to her.
So, have you noticed anything worthwhile?
I have no obligation to talk with you. Well, I'm fine with just a little thief in solving this case. That toy, it's very well made. That's because it's the heart of the noble thief, Yatagarasu!
Okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone.
So, Shina, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional-like space? I believe this is nothing more than a projection from that girl's toy. So it's all an illusion, right? Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly lying show, silly light show.
But that's what it is. You can lie all you want, but it will all be for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you will be placed under arrest.
How can you do this? After all that my dad has done for you.
What your father has done for me is unrelated to charges you face now.
Unbelievable. You know, you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, I'm not serious about this. He will never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever.
Aha! Now you sound like a dad.
Miss Pops, by my hand, I will prove you're innocent in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me?
That is... Your face is all beet red, Miss Pops.
No, I can't. I have lots.
No, Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me.
That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I was so easily swayed by even a single glance. I'm in. What exactly is she going on about?
I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth. When you take a good look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who has never heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before?
Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene, thanks to the mirror shards. Like a mirror house, haunted house hybrid, this place is full of mirrors. Hey, wait, these shards, there's something different about them.
Oh?
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on these walls. Look, there's some sort of design on the back too.
The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors?
Mirror fragment, different from the mirrors on the walls, very thick, it has a design on the back.
I remember glancing over and seeing this figure sitting here as I left the dining room. So I guess I got it spot on when I put it here in my recreation. I didn't take a good look, but I'm sure there was a badger here.
I imagine this is how he snuck up on you.
That gadget of yours can even replicate people's movement.
Well, it's used to plan heists, so of course it's gotta be able to simulate the police.
It's definitely very well made. Perhaps too well made. Maybe I should confiscate it after the investigation. Pieces of set of armor are in the pile here.
Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside haunted houses?
I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormalcy.
Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? Now try explaining it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it.
That may prove to be a most difficult task.
Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you with the conviction of my son?
I have not forgotten my debt to you. However, your son's crimes are a separate matter. Further, I can't ignore the truth when it's right before me.
You will regret this, I promise you that.
No matter the outcome, I never regret the choices I make.
Okay.
You didn't recreate the weapon.
Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Okay, then where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now, let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have hit you with. The prop. The prop sword.
Take that!
I have it! There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes! It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct. It may be worth more thorough examination yet.
Okay, so what test you want to run on this sword? Luminol.
The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It is possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Long, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Like I have a choice. Jenna! Call the lab boys.
Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right?
Broken? Prop sword data, or they updated my organizer. Culprit hit me in the right temple area with this.
Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info. Now I won't rest, blah blah blah. It's the wrong hand.
Is this possible to enter the evidence I hold?
Yes.
Eureka! According to this document, the victim was right-handed.
Aha, I guess I should change which hand is holding the weapon then. Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was going to ignore something like that, didn't you? What are you talking about? Look, no interrupting when I'm about to have a little fun. Ha! Even if you change your recreation, you'd only be wasting your time. It's not possible for that thing to hold something in his right hand, you know. But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is, what's that thing called? The Bad Badger? Just take another good look at his right hand. Oh, I forgot the weapon is in his right hand because there's already a gun in it.
Precisely.
You knew that already?
Yes, and I also know that the Badger was holding the weapon in his right hand.
Huh? Are you aware of what's coming out of your mouth? You just contradicted yourself.
I have evidence, of course. Proof that the culprit held the sword in his right hand.
Sounds interesting. Alright, then show me this evidence.
The piece is proof that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck would be the prop sword.
Take that!
The answer is the weapon itself. Except for a bit of the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used it in his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
But the replica Bad Badger isn't holding the sword in his right hand. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Giving up already? It's simple. If we can't hold the sword in his left or his right hand, then the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger.
Are you paying attention, Lance?
Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
Fine, it was me. I hit you.
It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult, but that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger.
You got it. Here I go.
There you go. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Alright. All we have to do is examine this new recreation then.
What exactly is so funny, Agent Long?
That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Chena?
Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in.
Hey, don't make fun of little Dave, you mean old werewolf! Me and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusion you two keep spewing Don't whet this wolf's appetite. Exclamation mark! There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house.
And what may that be exactly?
A trick beyond what your tiny imagination can produce. Shut up! Here you are, sir. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet.
The 7 wonders of the haunted house. The disappearing badger?
Gatewater Land is full of mysteries. See if you can find and experience them all. The 7 wonders of the haunted house. The disappearing badger. So, it's a blue badger that was at the end of the corridor. So, yeah. So there's a trick to this house. So the reason why the badger warped is because at the end of the hallway, there was a blue badger. But then the proto badger came out of nowhere and attacked me. So we have to figure out how. So there's probably going to be a trick door somewhere. What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they sell a doll. They set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. Gatewater Land pamphlet data updated my organizer. Map and explanation of the park attraction listed.
How can this be?
Guess that throws your old theory about it being your attacker right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hit the doll somewhere. And then he lay down and
pretended to be it instead.
If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You get it now, thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusions. Now get off your high horse! Mr. Edgeworth!
Okay. I wonder if you could please input the new information for me.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
I can't quit, not until I can declare that I've found the truth. Agent Long, for the additional information, you have my thanks.
Bow. There you go again. Well, see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. Okay, so there's the blue badger at the end. Then we see the proto badger walk, grab that sword. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger to the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the slumped-over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go!
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere.
So this is where the contradiction lands. So this wall over here, so there's some sort of beam here, and then that stops. It's like... I won't risk until expecting every suspicious looking nook and cranny. So that's the blue badger.
This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy.
All because one's an ally of justice and the other is a vile criminal with a gun.
Perhaps,
They were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate.
So apparently there's a contradiction here, and the deduction is here. Let's see. I only have one piece of mirror shard. Can I check? Yeah, I can check my organizer. He's supposed to see disappearing. Is this spot somehow connected to any evidence I hold? Oh shit. After that, I have no room for mistake. Can save here.
Eureka!
No. Oh, I'm gonna read it, but reload.
This is complete contradiction of this piece of evidence. Well, maybe it's not in complete contradiction.
Hold it, Mr. Edgeworth. Which is it? Is it contradiction or not?
Sorry, I don't quite know. There's something wrong with the scene, that much I know for sure. Or maybe it's just a trick of the eye. Yo, that can't be it.
Bad Badger photo. Oh! The strap is on the wrong shoulder.
Eureka!
Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on his opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
Well, that can't be. I inputted the exact image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet.
So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse?
It's a reflection. So the end of the all is not as deep as they thought it is. Blue badger in reverse, mirrors.
Okay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors.
A house of mirrors, eh? Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image.
Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one.
Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection?
When I looked down this hole, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror...
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway.
Wait, but why is this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall, for the vanishing,
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? Well, you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time. However, doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash
by moving the mirror wall.
To remove a reflected image, simply remove the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then, Beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created.
Oh. So when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again.
This explains why the other side of these fragments have design on them.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway,
then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick in this haunted house employs. And this also proved the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
how so?
Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit came out of sight by hiding here.
Take that!
There was a very large blonde spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror,
Then you would be able to see him.
he didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
Exactly.
All you have to do was to wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality?
Since we have a few shards on it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found this inside the victim's costume, that will mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken.
Wait, that sound...
The sound that I heard when I dropped the money.
Leave the money and go now.
Broken mirror.
That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I would like you to input some new information.
Ah! Don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway?
If you could first recreate this hallway just before I enter the dining room.
You got it.
Now, this, I believe, is how it was right before I entered the dining room.
So the Proto and the Bad Badger was behind the mirror wall when it was closed. So we see the reflection of the Blue Badger doll on the L-shaped corridor.
Although at the time I thought it was just a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then,
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
okay, so then you stepped outside into the hallway again.
The mirror wall should no longer exist, Kay. Please recreate that.
Oh, got it. Wait, but the mirror is gone. The culprit lost his hiding spot. So, where did he go in this Proto Badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
Oh, next to the Blue Badger. I think this is about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything.
No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency.
So, yeah. I mean, as soon as the money was dropped, the mirror broke, but they didn't need to break the mirror. So, this would be where the... Was this the moment when the deacon was killed? Like the badger at the end of the hallway once the mirror was broken was actually the bad badger? The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies... here.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no blue badger there! Exactly! The blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point of this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. So, let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. The bad badger? The victim's costume. Worn at the time of shooting, gunpowder burned his boot and was shot from point blank.
Take that!
The badger I saw was actually the dead victim's body. What? Agent Long, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can't consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
Objection!
There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Ah-ya! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it at the time? Who was it that was the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amado! He's about to break the cufflinks. Ah! I'm sorry. Crying with a dripping nose. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me onto the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could. I grabbed his gun and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He was a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See? See? That was justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Long, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest this two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I have nothing to do with the murder. Oh. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad? Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wooed me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know. You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? Is he part of a smuggling ring? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago.
A case from 10 years ago.
Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Jenna!
Oh yeah, it's known as the KG8 incident. Exclamation mark! Oh, that rings a bell. He's sweating bullets. The KG8 incident?
Oh, so you remember it. Good, then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring.
Smuggling, there's that word again.
At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray.
Ah, father!
Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
Now. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Pretend to be ignored all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat.
No. Hold it!
Who said that? The police salute and they're leaving? Who the heck was that?
Oh, fuck, it's Foster and, no, it's Sportsman. Hey, I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind.
And who the heck are you?
I'm Jacques Sportsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Thumbs up, hello. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here.
Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect.
Sorry, but I cannot comply. I've got the packing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors works with the police to bring cases to court. Thumbs up. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that would be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal, huh?
Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you.
Put the sunglasses back on.
Guys, arrest the two suspects!
Sir!
Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I would like to thank you.
Thank me?
Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. ...
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck's that supposed to mean?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you, huh?
The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow.
It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right?
No, I would never do such a thing.
Tch! What the heck? Untels is never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring.
Ah, so Agent Long suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude.
On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right?
Exclamation mark.
There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you?
The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed.
Yeah, right. Don't worry, it's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty, please. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that court produced nothing but falsities and lies?
It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all?
Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving.
Double pointy fingers.
So don't you forget it! Come on, Sheena.
Please wait.
Sheena stops, exclamation mark.
Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Long hate all prosecutors so?
Lang is the head of the Long Honor House of Lang in Jiangfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood.
What? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still?
They were revered, but that was a long time ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts.
How can that be?
A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust.
But not all prosecutors are like that.
Even so, Lang will never respect the court again. Or any prosecutor.
So Agent Long is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors.
Man, what a piece of work that guy is, huh? Come on, Jim. We better catch up. Jim Fate.
Yeah.
We still got to deliver that thing to the old man after all.
Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed ourselves.
Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir. This is where episode 1 started.
Excuse me?
Yes? What is it?
That is, thank you very much.
Ah, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by lads. Oh, cruel fate! What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it! I'm a failure! I'm about to cut my hair!
Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction.
Wait, then why did he did it out for her? I'm just gonna make sure.
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops.
Me?
Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devereaux into cooperating. Father! As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on. Speak your mind. That is... thank you very much! You're welcome. Although, there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren! Stop! I mean, this man is so much older than you!
She turns away to look us one last time and then she leaves. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir! Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skill may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still doesn't figure out who I am at all.
Huh? Have we met?
If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. This isn't the first time we met, you know. What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth? How do you know this girl?
Looks like you totally forgot about me too, Gummy.
Gummy?
She reached for a backpack.
Here, maybe this will jog your memory?
Some sort of, long scarf.
I promise I will return it to you one day, remember?
That simple piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child Kay and Detective Gumshoe.
End of episode 3.